We'll open the floor for questions for Coach Miles.
Who did that one rank as far as putting together two full halves of good basketball?
Oh, it was okay. Like, I mean, we came out early. I thought we really played well. We shared the ball. You know, the guys who had open shots stepped up and made them, like, you know, Jack and Evan were really important, setting the tone. Glenn wasn't feeling well tonight. He was lightheaded all night. And for him to go out there and get 10 points, 6 assists with no turnovers was exceptional. Thought the team really played well with only 9 turnovers, and I think 3 of those were courtesy of our officials tonight.
What allowed you?
And it didn't sound like the crowd agreed with him. I don't know.
What allowed you guys to get those looks early?
You know, they were changing defenses. They were in some matchup and some straight zone. And I like our zone attack. I like what we're doing because they're step-in threes. And our guys have worked hard to be a better shooting team and a better three-point defensive team. And those two things happened tonight.
I feel like you guys had pretty good defensive intensity late. I mean, I think they were 2 of 13 to finish the game. How do you kind of feel like you guys closed it out?
I think they ran out of gas a little bit. You know, they had Hawkins get hurt during the game, and so I think that helped in terms of our effort. They had some younger guys out there, but it got down. You know, we were up 11, and then I put in a kind of a different group, and that experiment went awry. And then they got it down to 2, 59-57, I believe, and we had 8 straight stops. And that was important to have that stretch when we got our main guys back in. Coach Christian does a nice job. He's always got really interesting actions on offense. You know, he's like a FIBA guy or something. You know, he's just got stuff you don't see very often. And we didn't adjust to that as well early. And then I thought we made some good adjustments in the second half, and our guys did a better job executing the game plan.
Do you think Glenn might not play? Was he sick?
No, at halftime I was worried. Yeah, at halftime I was worried. But you could see he didn't, you know, I tried to encourage him. You know, when Glenn is into the ball, he's good. And he just wasn't into the ball very much early. And then when he did, we stretched the lead 8 or 9 points right before halftime. And that was all Glenn. He had a 3 in there too.
How important was it offensively? You have the scoring drop, but you keep the lead and you come back and you get some important buckets. Was that kind of a step in the right direction?
Well, no, because, you know, when you go out there and shoot better from the 3 than you do the foul line, you got a problem. We got to make our foul shots. And, it's, you know, we practice them, so we should have been extending, you know. But, yeah, it's nice to have a lead and keep a lead, not see it shrivel up. But, you know, we still have a lot of work to do, and it's nice to be the Power 5 school. It's our first one we beat this year. I think it's the only one we played. So, so I think we got about 4 more coming. It'll get our attention too.
Palmer had 4 in the first half, finished with 15. Did you see like a step up in intensity in his game down the stretch there?
Yeah, didn't he have another game this year where he had like 20 in the second half or something like that? You know, James just needs some encouragement at halftime sometimes, and gut check too. But you know, James will he was not great early, just locked in wise, missed some game plan errors. First play of the game, missed a game plan and didn't get to his spot. They get a layup instead of us getting a tip, steal, or whatever. And you know, it just sometimes you got to warm to the fight. And you know, you can't, like, these things are hard to win. These games are hard to win, and you got to run to the fight. And if you're not running the fight, you're in trouble.
Tim, how important was this win, knowing the stretch that you guys have ahead to, you know, build some momentum and also win at home?
Well, I think to do it, you know, again, without Isaiah is clearly our most efficient guy. You know, I think if you look at our charts, he's an A+. The next closest guy is Glenn at a B+. So we all see Glenn doing what he does. Imagine that in our stuff, Roby does that even better, you know, makes us go. So I thought that was important. We need to get him back. We need to be at full strength against these guys. We need guys healthy and ready to go. So this stretch is going to be important. It's not the end-all, be-all of the season because, you know, it's just hitting us a little earlier. So we'll be ready.
Is Isaiah making progress?
Making progress, yeah. He's gone from crutches to a boot to being able to walk without a boot. But I don't think that assures anything for Sunday.
Where do you feel like you're at right now in terms of kind of transition from
last year's team, what it looked like to this year's team, a little different.
So this team's growing and developing. There's a lot of things we can still get better at. That's what I like about it. We have a little more versatility, a little more depth, and better shooting. So that really helps too. And I think you've seen that more recently. And we can go out and get 8, 9 threes a game. That's not, that's possible for us. And that hasn't been the case in some years. So, but we've got a lot to get better at. Defensive rebounding, screen and roll defense, making free throws.
Thought you'd be at right now?
I guess at the beginning of the year, I don't pick okay, we need to win this, but I think I know the number we need to make postseason. And I thought, okay, at minimum, we'd have to have 6 by now, and we're at the minimum.
Coach, Evan Taylor only hit 5 threes all last season. How have you kind of seen his offensive approach change from last year to this year?
He went to work. He was just in the gym all the time. You have to credit Evan for, gaining that confidence through hard work and then trusting that process. And, Wes Eichmeyer and Dorian Green have done a nice job with him, too, encouraging him along. And when he gets his footwork right and he gets his, and he's got the right shot, he makes them. And so that was big time the first half for Jack to get 2 and Evan to get 3.
Tim, the Big Ten ACC Challenge, it hasn't really been all that good for the conference so far. And
Yeah,
I'm
that's too
assuming
bad.
that you think that that's not indicative of how the Big Ten's going to be this year?
Yeah, it's just whether we're not, I don't know. I'm just stunned. Somebody told me that we've only got 2 wins so far. It's just stunning to me, Well, good old Nebraska at least got them 1. All right, thanks.
Tim, what did it mean, real quick, what did it mean for you to have Coach Riley watching you tonight? Did you know?
Yeah, I was, I kind of wanted to go up and give him a big high five and a hug. Coach Riley is a first-class guy. I got a call from Mark Boehm. Said, hey, do you think you'd have any tickets available on Wednesday? I'm like, maybe, it depends. And he goes, well, Coach Riley and Dee want to come, and maybe Billy Devaney. And I'm like, absolutely, man. And so it was really cool. And Mike had said even, like I had talked to him, a few times here before everything went down. And he said, I'm going to be around for a while. I hope to get to some games, And so I'm happy to see him here. He's a man of class and grace and dignity. And so it's good to have that kind of fan with us.
Yes, Coach?
Thanks.